TV. Hey, bless one, bless all. Come one, come all. Today's show is going to be about basically how we've been done nowadays and do a little black history, a little knowledge, you know what I mean? And as always, Vino Entertainment TV is based on firearm violence, domestic violence, being violated, as well as feeding the unfortunate, you know. Vino Entertainment TV is bully free zone. We don't bully. We don't pick on people at all because that is something that we not gonna do over here. Do that somewhere else. But hey, I got my one and only bag up man, you know, Perp.
What's
Where
going
you
on,
at,
y'all? What's going
Perp?
on?
Yeah. But um, y'all know we've been going through a lot nowadays, and I guess y'all may know I don't know if y'all watch the news, pay attention, but I pay attention. But hey, they got a new healthcare machine that's coming in, and a lot of people is not aware of it, but a lot of people gonna be out of jobs as far as healthcare. When they get this machine ready and done and over with, man, it's gonna be ruthless, Perk. It's gonna tell you everything. Let's hear about it.
Is slowly creeping its way into almost every part of our daily lives, and it's now set to revolutionize industry. In one hospital, AI is not only monitoring patients, but may soon be able to diagnose them. Tonight, our Dr. John Torres takes us inside what could be the hospital room of the future.
Okay. Michael Dieter has been awaiting a lung transplant at the University of Florida Health Center since December.
I'm what you call high flow air, and because of that, I can't sustain myself at home.
A dedicated team of doctors and nurses attend to him day and night. But that's not all. Sensors and cameras track Dieter's every move in this smart intensive care unit, from vital signs to facial expressions and everything in between.
Every place in this room is sensing something about you. Is this enough light? Is this enough noise? Are you okay? Are you moving enough? Are you in your bed? Are you out of the bed? I think that's the future of how we will design hospitals.
More than 350 gigabytes of information per patient goes into a central computer, where artificial intelligence then processes the data.
We could look at the patient and go, they're moving a lot. There's something going on there, or their face has a certain grimace to it that they normally don't have. Is it possible that it could tell you before I even know that I'm having problems?
Yes, 100%. We will be able to decipher complex features, complex emotions, or hunger.
Funded by the National Institutes of Health, the high-tech experiment enters its third year. Researchers are still teaching the technology what certain actions like sitting and standing might indicate. The hope that AI will soon be able to provide real-time healthcare recommendations.
Nurses, doctors, we spend a considerable amount of time paperwork, translating the data we get.
You will actually have a representation of the data in a way that you as a human can just understand and action.
But will this new technology replace the need for humans in the hospital altogether?
They are very simplistic models compared to what our brains are doing. And I don't think that we should be worried about humans being replaced anytime soon.
That this technology does take big burden off the physicians and nurses and provide them time to actually engage what we are here for, taking care of the patients.
A new holistic approach to healthcare where humans and computers work hand in hand.
What y'all think about that, Perp? Sound like somebody's jobs will get taken away. I don't care what they say.
Yeah, they show you before it happened.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence is going to take a lot of jobs.
Yes,
in the future.
Yeah, some jobs will get taken away, y'all. I'm telling you.
That's why you're going to have to start being trying to get be CEOs and owners of companies. Corporate.
What'd you say?
I use some computers.
But to do something, Perp, I mean, because it's getting pretty ridiculous, that's all I can say. But hey, it's not going to make any difference anyway, because the way they're giving out these bad licenses and stuff like that, and things they shouldn't be, doing, hey, that may just be our new part of life. Who are we to say? Who are we to say what goes on? right?
That's right.
That's right. So, Perp, you know, as you know, I'm always watching, a little news, something like that. But the back down there in in Ohio, the where they had the train derailment. Well, the railroad CEO is down there in town near the crash site, and they're meeting with the community people down there. So I think that's beautiful. So at least they didn't just run off on those people. They're there. They're there to help all, any way they can, I guess you can say. And that's a good thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That means that they got help is on the way. Help is on the way to get them some kind of help and relief and, for their families and parents and things like that. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're looking for.
Yeah, Black Crosses, BBC, but be cautious. Stream so sick that we rapping the team nauseous. Our dog and nigga Halo, send him in a coffin. He kill it with the crew, your rage, they beat Joshing. Free that nigga with me till it's backwards. Yeah. Cooking all these pigs like a bratwurst. It's double BC, twitch.tv. I'm live in the chat, where's fuck TT? So kick your feet back, this that G-Rap. Money tall like a G-Rap, throw the D-pass. Ooh, couldn't get it in time, I need a speed back. If you wanna ball on my level, you need the league pass. Slide to the Discord if you get bored. Jamari show his face, then you know it's lit, boy. You can play a little sound if you got the bits for it. Hit the follow and the sub, but you wanna Twitch for it. Black crosses, black crosses, black crosses, crosses, black crosses, the team nauseous, team yeah, don't be shy if you get banned. I'm sorry in advance. We like Nick and Knight, we hosting the Fresh Prince. I'm dripping in the V-Long. You know I got the Prince. Got a game move like Gabby Kadabi. They waving sticks, say they carry 2 texts like they yelling at the refs. Like, put 2 hands together, you getting blessed. Like, you live different when you living in your best life. Say it one time. Shout out to the West Side. And props to the Florida Jits. The corner kicks who pop, now they scoring shit. Boom, got the pedal to the floor and shit. I maneuver through these hills on my Lauren shit. Got that thing like the wop. I send you to the gulag. Something like a J. Cole mixed with a Tupac. Land of the dreaming. Big brain shit and oops. Gotta go to shine and got the streaming. I'm not gonna give up. But more importantly, I'm not gonna give up myself. Black crosses, black crosses, black crosses, crosses, black crosses, the team nauseous, keeping the team nauseous, black crosses. Yeah. Shout out all my niggas in the Black Crosses community. Shout out Sean, shout out Abby, Ben, Devin, Tyrus, that bro, all them niggas. If I forgot you, man, there's nothing personal. You know it's all love, man. Love the community. Love y'all niggas for everything. Peace. Yes, sir.
So, Perk. So I found out that there was a mass shooting up in Michigan. Students of the mass shooting has started already in the in the schools.
Some more shootings going on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is crazy.
Some more mass shootings, but why they go take that crap to the school, to our babies at school who's trying to get an education? If you don't want to learn, stay at home. Don't bring that mess to the schoolhouse.
I just can't relate to that mentality, Perk. I can't come up with nothing to say on.
Okay.
A mindset that I'm talking about to go to a school with children on.
Yeah. I mean, 3 got demised and 5 was injured. You know, they're saying now it's 46 days of 2023. And it has been 67 mass shootings already. Yeah. We like that. They say it's been 67 mass shootings already, and we're just in 46 days of the year. Wow. Whew. I just don't know. I don't know. We're gonna ever get rid of these firearms to protect our house, you know. But old Jimmy Carter, the old President Jimmy Carter, the Peanut Man. He's the longest living president right now, they say. He is 98 years old, but he's sick. He's not sick. It's just his time has came. It's coming. It's becoming to an end. Right now he's 98 years old. The hospice is taking real good care of him, and the wife looking lovely, and they're aging together, and the family says they're doing good, and it's nothing but love inside their home. And Jimmy Carter taught Sunday school for 40 years in church. He taught 40 years of Sunday school. So I know he was a godly man. For 40 years, he know that Bible. He know that Bible. Most definitely. And they're saying right now, Russia did not apologize. I'm sorry. China did not apologize for those spy balloons. But China is saying right now that we were the first one. The U.S. was the first one who started with the spy balloons. I know that ain't. You know that. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that.
You gotta watch the China. You gotta watch what China say.
Yeah.
China say anything.
And right now, over in Russia, they said it's all kind of gruesome acts like being tortured, being beaten, being electrocuted, and the U.S. accuses Russia of crimes against humanity.
Just think if you had a friend that loaned you a whole lot of money, right? You're gonna have all kinds of stuff to say about you.
You better say it.
Okay, China's like the person that that's being owed the money. The United States is the person that owe them the money. So that's the common relationship they have.
The United States owe a lot of money out.
And they owe China some trillions.
So on that note,
Some trillions of dollars.
will we ever be able to pay China back their money?
I don't know.
Because right now, China and the U.S. got tension going on right now. And they saying that tension is high.
The United States owe them a lot of money.
But I'm sure they probably owe the United States some money too, also as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's go
It's
ahead
all
and
kind of ways, but it's something beyond that, though.
Well,
They got a chip on their shoulder for the United States or something.
you know, and they're saying this where all the man-made, majority of those man-made drugs come from, and the fentanyl and et cetera, and the opioids and et cetera, and they just basically just spreading out kids in our country with firearm and drugs, you know what I'm saying? And, we got kids going to get a hold of this thing, you know what I'm saying? So if these kids come to our country, who's going to look out for our kids, Perk?
That's something to think about, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So, Perk, what do you think about those fake nursing license that we talked about once before?
Somebody trying to fake it till they make it.
They trying to fake it till they make it.
I don't know. I can't knock up the hustle. They
Yeah.
feel like they can get them some bread that way. And I don't know.
Yeah, well, they've been doing pretty good faking it. You know what I'm saying? They've been.
But what does in the dark, it'll come to the light.
Yeah.
It'll come to the light.
Yeah, it will come to the light. It will. But let's check this right here out, though, Perk. I mean, I'm scared to go to the doctor.
Nurse, when you go to school, there are a couple of things you got to do, right? You have to take the coursework. Separate from the coursework, you have to do the clinical part, right? Where you spend countless hours actually getting that experience. These people didn't go through that. That part was completely skipped by getting the fake diplomas. In terms of the numbers, this was truly large scale. Over 7,600 fake nursing diplomas were sold by these Florida schools from about 2016 to 2022. At about $15,000 per diploma, we're looking around at $114 million paid for these documents. We estimate that about 30% of those 7,600 diplomas, 7,600 people on diplomas, practice nursing somewhere in the United States, perhaps currently. Not only is this a public safety issue, but it also tarnishes the reputation of nurses who actually did the hard clinical and coursework required to get licenses and jobs. And of course, it erodes the centuries-old trust we have built with our country's nurses. The 3 Florida nursing schools involved in this scheme have been essentially shut down, and the FBI and HHS OIG agents have alerted nursing boards across the country about this fraud.
Well, that's crazy, boy. Well,
Arrest operations were initiated against 23 individuals charged with allegedly engaging in a scheme to sell false and fraudulent nursing degree diplomas and transcripts. As of the start of this press conference, 21 of the 23 have been safely taken into custody, with 2 arranging for self-surrender. In addition to the 3 arrests here in the Southern District of Florida, made elsewhere in Florida, plus New Jersey, New York, and Texas. These arrests have been made without incident. Efforts are currently underway to locate the 2 individuals who will be self-surrendering. Healthcare fraud is nothing new to South Florida. We, unfortunately, lead the nation in healthcare case-related fraud that bleeds away billions from taxpayer dollars and its intended beneficiaries. The chief motivation for this type of crime is almost always greed, and that is no different in this case today. What is disturbing about the scheme is the possibility of harm coming to patients under the dubious care of one of these allegedly fraudulent nurses. The focus of our investigation has been on the individuals responsible for issuing these purportedly fraudulent documents, as seen in the arrest today. However, these allegedly fraudulent documents may have allowed nurses to serve in critical healthcare roles. Thus, we've provided the names to the National Council of State Boards of Nursing and state licensing boards in all 50 states, as the boards govern the approval of nursing licenses with their respective states. The state boards are responsible to take any action against the allegedly fraudulent nurses under their purview.
Man, that's bad, Perp. Go ahead, Perp. I'm sorry I cut you off. What you gonna say? I cut you off. My bad.
I was just thinking about the deep impact of this has on the education system. Just think if one of these fraudulent hustlers had to tend to your baby or something that had a serious medical issue that need immediate attention,
Right?
Educated attention,
Right.
I mean, fast acting attention. But these people faking these courses, and then when they on maybe your child or something, they don't know what they're doing. Just think about the impact that has right there.
I wonder how many people been demised since they've been on with them license, you know. And I can't believe that Texas, oh mighty Texas, boy, look at him. Yeah, they got it in Texas. Boy, I don't know how those license got down here like that, but you know, just imagine, like Perp just said, the kids, your grandparents, even yourself. Hell, even me, Perp. Hey, what you talking about? Since 2016 to now. So I wonder, well, probably not. There's no way I can get a little money in my pocket. I'm just figuring, because I didn't have neither one of those nurses for any of my care when I was in the hospital or
it's a possibility.
Don't be saying that, man. Get on with
I'm
that.
saying in general, it's a possibility. Who knows, if you lived in a certain area, who knows where these hustlers may have transferred to, and you never know.
But isn't that cold-blooded, though? Isn't that kind of, there's some selfish, I think that's selfish, Perp.
Well, all these ads going around talking about the good migrants and all this. So.
Everybody want a little fame, want a little piece of pie.
Give them a little ski taste.
Yeah, Perp, I covered it right there. That was kind of smooth, though. But
yeah, we have been talking about education and all that, and so I have a little bit to share on Black history. And this one, I want to recognize somebody that impacted the education system I want to recognize Mr. W.E.B. Du Bois, an American sociologist.
I ain't heard his name in a long time. Perp, dang. Mr. Webb. Okay, go ahead on.
Yeah, salute. William Edward Burnham Du Bois was an American sociologist, socialist, historian, and Pan-African civil rights activist. Born in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, Du Bois grew up in a relatively tolerant and integrated community. Born February 23rd, 1868 in Great Britain, Massachusetts, died August 27, 1963 in Accra, Ghana.
So his birthday coming up pretty soon, then 23rd, they the 18th.
What was Du Bois famous for? Du Bois was already well known as one of the foremost Black intellectuals of his era, the first Black American to earn a PhD from Harvard University. Du Bois published widely before becoming NAACP's Director of Publicity and Research and starting the organization's official journal, The Crisis, in 1910. What did W.E.B. Du Bois contribute to sociology? Du Bois was the first sociologist to articulate the agency of the oppressed. Said Morris, he said Du Bois established truth as standard, elevating sociology to an emancipatory social science, and by his example, encouraged a more open and inclusive academia for the good of all, like the academic system. It impacted the academic system, where it was kids were able to learn. As a scholar, he helped invent the field of sociology as we know it today. As an activist, he helped found the NAACP. As a writer, he penned some of the finest works of prose to come out of America in the 20th century, including The Souls of the Black Folk and Black Reconstruction. What you think about that, Per?
Yeah, I know a little bit about him, but I ain't heard his name in purpose. I mean, excuse me, I hadn't heard that man's name in years. I mean, it's been years since I had heard Mr. Webb, W.E.B. I'm W.E.B. And his birthday's coming up pretty soon, so happy birthday to you, my brother. I'm sure I may or may not be on here, but so, you know, Black Panthers.
PhD from Harvard.
Black Panthers back in 1966, per. They were saying they wanted freedom. They wanted power to determine the destiny of our Black communities. And they believe that Black people will not be free until they were able to determine their destiny. You know, they were saying that they wanted full employment for their people. That they believe that the federal government is responsible and obligated to give every man employment or a guaranteed income. They did believe that white American businessmen would not give full employment. And then the means of production should be taken from businessmen and placed in the community so that people of the community can organize and enjoy all of its people and give a high standard of living. That way we wouldn't be in so much poverty, per. They was fighting for that.
That's right.
Black Panthers was fighting for all of that for us.
And they invaded the Capitol in California and demanded all that too.
Yeah, and they wanted to end robbery by the capitalists of their Black communities. And they also said that they believe that racist government has robbed us, and now we are demanding that the overdue debts and 40 acres and 2 mules. 40 acres and 2 mules should be appointed to us as our restitution for being a slave and labor and our mass murders of Black people. Do you agree with that part?
I mean, that's a fight for what the people want. I mean, they were speaking about what others was thinking. You know, there's a lot of people that was being treated brutalized real bad around that time that they formulated the Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
That was an offshoot coming off the Nation of Islam also. Because they was black, you know, standing for black rights too.
And they also were saying that they will accept the payment of currency, which will be distributed to the communities, you know.
Yep.
And the Germans are now aiding. They said that they were saying that the Germans was aiding the Jews back then, and the Israel's, you know, for the genocide of the Jewish people, you know. And the Germans demised 6 million Jews, and they said that the American racists started taking part of the slaughter over the 50 million black people. And they was feeling that there was the modest demand, you know, to make, you know. So we have been demising each other for a long time. Even when we had sandals on our feet, we had to fight.
Barefoot, even when we didn't have no shoes.
I know. And
we was killing each other on the slave ship.
And I understand.
Over the ocean.
I understand what old girl said. I had to fight all my life. Ain't called no name.
No.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you don't call my name.
I was coughing, y'all.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. And I know, and as time and life go on, you know, and you get into that Black History book, you know, you'll see what she meant when she said that. You'll see exactly what she meant. Also, the Black Panthers wanted decent housing fit for the shelters of human beings. You know, they want us to stay in nice places. They want us to stay in gutters.
Communities was poverty stricken back then. A lot of people that had no jobs, so they, you know, they resorted to other ways to survive.
Yeah,
robbing each other, selling each other, whatever.
But see, they was complaining that they were saying that they wanted the white landlords to give them decent housing to the Black communities and the land. You know, if it should be made into cooperatives, yeah, you know, so that the community would have government and can build, you know, decent housing for their people. So they just want to keep us in poverty. They want us to come out, and that's about along by the time that Black Wall Street got taken down around that time. Yep. And we had more than one Black Wall Street. We had a whole lot of Black Wall Streets, you know. And I didn't realize it.
Things formulated too that, you know, just beyond just stone people too. It was always suppressed and knocked down what the Black Panther Party stood for too.
Yeah, I think we got hung up there for a minute. Yeah, you're right, Perk. You're right. You're right. And they said they wanted education. They were saying they wanted education for us. You know what I'm saying? For the people that was exposed the true nature of the American society. They wanted education for the teachers. They could teach their children true history and their roles in present day society. Yep. They want an education system that would give our people a knowledge of self. You know, if a man does not have knowledge of him and his position in society and the world, then he has little chance to relate to anything they were saying. You know, they were just trying to get some help to help us, to help ourselves. And back then, when we had help to help us, we helped ourselves. Even if we didn't even have nobody help us, we still was able to help ourselves. We stood strong as one individually, and then we stood powerful when we came out together. Power.
I know one thing, and this is just coming. This is my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. If Malcolm X was the leader of the Black Panthers, it would have been totally different. They wouldn't have killed it.
I mean, it got up to 2,000 Black Panthers.
Yeah.
They got so powerful.
They
got
was
powerful.
walking and doing what Malcolm X was saying.
Man, they took the firearms from my brothers and sisters,
Yep.
and they still turned out, and they still was walking us to school and us to the doctors and us to the dentists, and we had black people. We were the one had the back to school free program.
Yep.
We want sort of all the stuff, the
Free
healthcare stuff in school.
programs
Yeah,
for
you
kids.
better shut your mouth. You better shut your mouth. We did that.
Free.
We did that. We did that. And like I said, if we can do that as one, and as I always say, when you push power push back. Those people called Black Panthers, they was pushing back because they was power. Yes, Per.
And those after school programs will be the perfect time to steer children in the right direction and show them what everything is meant for, about firearms and all these other things. That was being the perfect time to educate children the right way.
And see, I don't know what was going on back then, but they wanted all black men to be exempt from military services. I don't know what that was about.
Because the Vietnam War was around that time.
Yeah, because they're saying they would believe that black people should not be forced to fight in the military service to defend a racist government that does not protect us.
Mm-hmm.
And they would not fight and kill, and they would not fight and demise other people of color, of color,
right,
in the world who
spoke against
black people. That's right.
They was against us killing each other.
They were being victimized by the white racist government of America. They want to protect ourselves, from the force of violence and the racist police and the racist military by whatever means necessary, And this is all Black history. This is Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? And Black history shouldn't be spoken about just 1 month. Black history should be spoken about every single month, every month. And I guess, my brothers and sisters got tired of being beaten so much, going to jail, being shot.
Unspeakable things that were being done.
Yeah.
The police were committing criminal acts. I mean, in my eyes, I look at it as criminal acts. I mean, human rights violations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that's human rights violation, Per.
Yeah, just because I'm black, that shouldn't subject me to something that doesn't concern me.
And see, they were being so much, they wanted an immediate end to police brutality and this demising of the black people. You know what I'm saying? And they said that they can end police brutality in black communities by organizing black self-defense groups, and dedicate them to defending, their black communities. You know what I'm saying? From the racist police oppression and brutality. But then they said the Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States gives a right to bear arms.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, they believe that all black people should arm themselves for only self-defense, not hurting nobody else, but only for self-defense.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And back then, that's what they were doing.
I mean, they don't advocate doing anything wrong but defending yourself. Well, I didn't see nothing wrong with that.
No, you right.
But none of the 10-point system the Black Panther Party stand on was anything wrong. It was just geared towards the betterment of a people, a civilization of people, to preserve the civilization of people. Nowadays, Purple has been speaking many times about them taking Black history out of schools. We are Black history.
I said all the time, don't I?
You are Black history.
Purple
Black history.
Everybody listening to Black history.
We all are Black history.
And they were also fighting for freedom for all black men. For all black men that was held in federal, state, county, and city prison jails.
And political
They
prisoners
want,
too.
they want all be free, and they want all Black people to be released from the many jails and prisons because they have not received a fair, impartial trial.
Because they were locking people up for no reason back then.
They do that now.
Putting them,
It's
I'm
different.
talking about, I mean, making them, label them political prisoners, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that.
But they doing little, so it done got
Doing too
worse
much
from then,
back then.
from 60, and this was back in 1966. So it done got a little worse from then to now. It done got bad, and they wanted all Black people, when brought to trial, to be tried in court. They wanted them to be the color of their peers from the Black communities, as defined by Constitution of the United States. They said they believe that the courts should follow the United States Constitution so that Black people could receive fair trials. And the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution gave a man the right to be tried by his peers and groups. And a peer is a person from a similar economic, social, religion, and geographic, environmental, historical, and racial background group. You know, I guess that's to the courts that would be forced to the jury from our Black community, I guess. I mean, I don't know from which the Black defender came from, but they said they just trying to fight for their rights. They just feel like if they had our white court, you know, our white jury, they couldn't even get a fair trial.
Yeah, they were railroading people back then.
I don't like that.
Yeah. If you was Black, you in that courtroom, ooh-wee.
And they being tried by all white jurors. They have no understanding of the average of reasoning of man of the Black community. You know, they don't even know, you know, I'm not saying we don't have the same thoughts that they have, but we do things different than what they do. You know, our meaning and their meaning sometimes may be two different meanings. You know, I mean, I don't know. But they're saying when in the course of the human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth and separate the equal station to which the laws are natured. You know, I don't know. These people just, I don't know. They need to do better. They need to treat us better because the laws has changed. We're a new decade, new century. People's minds have changed. We got biracial people now. We got the white people. We got the Asian, the American, the Ethiopians, the Africans, the Blacks. We got all races now. You know, we got all races. Yeah, we got all races. You know, and if this was going on back then, why are they bringing it up now? But hey, they say everything is a repeat cycle.
That's right. You don't pay attention, it'll creep right up on you.
Repeat cycle.
Just like she was talking about Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, better pay attention.
They better shut. What you say? They better wake up. Wake up, Jackson. Y'all better wake up down there while y'all down there sleeping. They ain't sleep.
Wake up,
They
Jackson,
making
Mississippi.
They making plans for her. While Jackson, Mississippi is sleeping,
All the news.
them people down there making doggone plans, man. And it's crazy.
This is a beneficial production. I'm gonna pull up on up, shoot up, down, slide. pull up on them, shoot them down.
I got these ops watching me, but they gon' die in these streets. I got these busybodies set me up and snitching for free. But I got murderers that kill for a fee. I guess it's destiny to watch you bleed, and if they fall, they gon' take the heat. Now I ain't got no problems with your fucking brother, but if you cross me, he gonna die just like the others. And if you ever go to the stand and raise your hand, it's gonna be your ass. I'm sending you to Neverland. If you wanna get, we don't play that. I play the game of kill on that. And when I pull up to the me, some niggas get to hustling. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up on them, shoot them down. I'm gonna pull up on them, shoot them.
Now when I slide, I'ma pull up with a party. It's surviving. When I'm done, I'm leaving in that Rari. Police don't have no witness, have no cameras or no names. They asking all the blacks, but all they lives should sound the same. Your partner still looking for someone that has a lead. If they keep it up, they the ones that's gonna bleed. Just don't say my name and I won't have to fuck no shit up. But if you do what's going down, this ain't no fucking stick up. This gonna be a clapback. If you miss it, I'm gonna snap back. And when I call you out, I don't wanna hear no talk back. I'm letting it be known, so you better get your act right. And if you move wrong, then you know you better step like, hey, get your weight up. You gon' work, bro. You got me fucked up. My pistol tucked up. You getting fucked up. Don't buck up. I'm winning hands down. No, I don't play round. You getting smacked down. My pistol stay down, so lay down.
Slide. I'm gonna pull up on them, shoot them down. Slide. I'm gonna pull up on them, shoot them down.
Yeah. That's my boy Zora and everything. And you know, he's my son's friend. He's a real nice young man. I always speak of him. You can catch him on SoundCloud, you know. Check him out. You know, he's doing his thing. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that if you find on your ballot to where they want to take Black history out of schools and it be on your voting ballot, because I'm sure it's going to be on your voting ballot pretty soon. You know, and if Florida agrees and take the good vote and they say, yeah, we're going to just go ahead and take care of this in Florida, we're going to stop this in Florida. Well, if it stops in Florida and the colleges in Florida and the schools in Florida, where do you think it's going to go next?
It's going to keep going. It's going to trickle somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
Because those people weren't strong enough to stand up and fight what was right.
That's right. That's what's going to happen.
Excuse me, y'all.
This is what's going to happen. We got to stand up for our Black history. That's all we got to show of who we were, our ancestors were, how they struggled and how they made it through the fight and how they endured so much damage, you know. And I'm sure those people had mental problems.
Well, you, of course. You speak, girl. Say that again for people in the back.
My ancestors had mental health problems. They was depressed. They was abused. They committed suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were tired.
Didn't want to have mixed babies, so they just committed suicide.
Yeah. They didn't want to get beat. They got tired of being beat.
Beat? No.
You know, working somebody else's house. They might work in nobody else's house. Who want to do their part?
Being mentally, emotionally, and sexually abused.
Come on now.
Psychologically.
Come on now. You better say it, Perp. You hear me?
Most of them live most of their life with a psychotic insecurity, you know?
Right. So, Perp, how you feel about the blackface?
Blackface is
Yeah.
the best face you can ever have.
No.
Huh?
How you feel about the Caucasians making fun with the black faces.
It's like a jealousy thing to me. They wish they had it.
Let's check it out, Perp. I mean, I don't know, but we're going to see what they got to say. But I tell you what, everything starts at home. Let's go. Everything
is caught in this shocking racist video, spray painting one girl's face black and making comments like this. In another part of the
Philadelphia,
video, referring to Black History Month.
You're a black girl. You know your roots. It's February.
The appalling video posted on social media and then shared widely, leading to protests outside St. Hubert's Catholic High School for Girls, where 3 of the teens are students, according to the Archdiocese of Philadelphia.
How dare that? Some needs to be done today.
Parents and civil rights activists calling on the school and archdiocese to take immediate action.
I want justice. I want reform. They have to do something.
Nicole Hines saying she pulled her daughter out of the school after alleged racist conduct.
They would scream the N-word, or they would, just a lot of microaggressions, pulling their hair and laugh about it, video it.
The Archdiocese says it was only made aware of that video yesterday, but has seen it and forwarded the matter to the Office of Catholic Education. This video, recorded off school grounds, is no less disturbing.
Nothing but a slave. I finished doing my laundry.
A 4th teen in the video was from another school, Franklin Town Charter, issuing a statement condemning hateful behavior and saying the former student who took part has, quote, no place at our school. It's unclear if the student was enrolled at the time of the video. The Archdiocese issuing a statement calling the behavior vile and saying the students allegedly responsible are not present in school and are being disciplined appropriately, adding any other students involved will also face disciplinary action. Quote, we take this opportunity to be abundantly clear that there is no place for hate, racism, or bigotry at St. Hubert's or in any Catholic school. The community leaders are calling for more.
When I saw the video, it was a form of oppression and a form of marginalization.
Chad Dion Lassiter, director of the Pennsylvania Human Rights Commission, says the Civil Rights Enforcement Agency is offering bias and cultural sensitivity training to the school.
I think it's very important for these young people to know what blackface is, but we also need to make sure that we're not assuming that they don't know what blackface is.
But he says outside the classroom is where the work really needs to occur as well.
The school can do what they need to do, but the work really in earnest has to happen in the community, in those homes.
Hey, had to start what, Perp? In the community? In them homes? That's what he said, isn't it?
That's right.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Start in the community. In the house. But we gotta get up off of here though, Perp. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Just a little statement right quick. It was saying, are schools effective in stop bullying?
Mm-hmm.
It says specifically it was found that the school-based anti-bully programs were effective overall in reducing school bullying perpetrations by approximately 19 to 20%, and school bullying victimization by approximately 15 to 16%. Just teach the children the right thing. That's all.
You can also find different resources on the internet. Check the internet is what you get the cell phone for, the computers for, and you get the libraries. You got the resource rooms in some apartment complexes. Check those out. But hey, Perp is going to be giving a giveaway to one of her special subscribers, who've been in the chat for a long time, you see what I'm saying? And also interact with me as well. Hey, and you just never know what Perp might say. And Perp also was doing the back to school donations right about now. You can cash app any donations to Capitalize V and Entertainment TV, and also check us out at Facebook, check us out on Instagram, check us out on Zoom, and as well as on here. And Perp do have a playlist, so only thing I can say that is don't get no baby, but hey.
That playlist is woo. Y'all check that playlist out. Take it from past that.
Hey, oh, I gotta go. But on that note, how the hell you gonna love somebody, Perp?
If you don't love yourself.
Tell them one more time, Perp, because you have to remember that. And
how you gonna love somebody else if you don't love yourself?
All right, we gotta
y'all hit that notification bell.
Hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification notification bell for Perp. Y'all hear me? I'm just trying to put some content out there, y'all. Show Perp some love. Love y'all. Peace. Stay safe.
Pheno Entertainment TV. Perp, 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 perp. Smoke some,
Smoke some.
smoke some,
Smoke some.
smoke some,
Smoke some.
smoke some.
Smoke some.
Perp, 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 perp. Fired up, fired up, fired up, fired up. Hey, perp,
Smoke some.
perp,
Smoke some.
hey,
Smoke some.